Weeb Grana, Weeb Nini Bong, I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. We record live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube at my channel, Engineer Hoist. So we're going to talk about the Transformers Earth Wars news, and we got some toy news to talk about, and I got a few new bots in today. We got a bunch of crystals to crack, so stick around for that. All that fun, and give a shout out to our folks over here. We got Charles Williams, JK Prime, one of our channel members. Thank you for your support. Alan is here. Blur Miss Prime, Fitz 19, LB Green, Volcanicus, Alpha Tryon, Red Alert, another one of our channel members. Thank you for your support as well. Ditto is here. Thavishkar, Super VH, and let's see who else do we got. Autobot Phil. And a few more people filing in. Joseph Trujillo, Edward Hackman. William Edward Hackman, sorry. Yeah, thank you guys for being here as every week at like clockwork. And welcome to anybody who's new. And how about we go ahead and get started with the Transformers Earth Wars news. This weekend's event is called Burning Rubber. That button never works. The new bots Blur and Runabout, who we've been talking about the last couple of weeks, they're finally joining the game this weekend. Gather your alliance and take part in this event to win up to 150,000 of all three types of spark: the regular, the combiner, and the combat spark. And also up to 150 crystals where you can have a chance to win a 3- or 4-star Blur or Runabout. And also crystal and character shards available as well. So based on that, you probably know what kind of event this is. This is an Alliance Prestige event. There are 150 Prestiges. They're Super XP throughout the event. It starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. You have to be in a headquarters. You have to be in an Alliance, which means you have to be headquarters 4. You hit the yellow event button, and you go win your battles. The event battle zones are the standard battle zones, and there is a summary of the prestiges. You win spark, then you win some more spark, then you win some more spark, then you win a crystal, and that's basically how it goes for the Alliance, up to 150 times. And here's what you're going to have a chance to win in those burning rubber crystals that you can crack up to 150 times. I'll quit saying that. I've said it enough, you know by now. Yeah, 25% chance to get something related to the bots. You could win a 4-star, a 3-star, or 100 character shards. obviously, a single round of 100 character shards is enough to get you the 2-star version of the bot, but if you get enough of them and you let them collect, you could potentially get the 3-star. Not quite the 4-star, even if you were lucky enough to get all 150 as the character shards, I don't think. But definitely you could get a 3-star, so I would definitely wait to redeem your character shards until you've gotten through everything to see if maybe you could get the 3-star with those shards if you're not lucky enough to get them from a crystal directly. But once you get that 3-star, then yeah, go ahead and go get that 2-star with your shards. So Blurr. I read this really fast last time. I don't think I have it in me today, so I'll just read it normally. Blurr is fast, not only in terms of his land-based vehicle mode speed, which is unrivaled, but in every way. He talks fast, acts fast, and moves so fast he leaves a blurred speed trail behind him. His whole life is a kinetic state of being, and he can be exhausting to be around. He's never still, never remotely in a restful state, and always keeping multiple plates spinning. Enemies can sometimes shoot the persistent images he leaves behind, meaning he dodges around half of every attack. Despite being so highly strung, he's honest, amiable, and immensely likable. Thankfully, his super dexterity and agility keep him out of trouble. So, we finally learn his ability. It is called the Blurry Charge. You rush into combat, dealing damage along the way, but you drive so fast that your enemies cannot see you. And you leave an image of yourself behind you that has 60% of your health and lasts for 10 seconds. Basically like a hologram. That's what the image of yourself. Runabout, his counterpart, loves to see things explode, especially if he's the one doing the exploding. There's nothing like a good-sized fireball to bring a smile to his face, and he's been known to take distracting detours on missions to simply blow something random up. The truth is, Runabout gets bored easily, and pyrotechnics keep him engaged and entertained, even if it does serve to rather draw attention to himself on otherwise covert ops. Like his fellow battle charger Runamuck, he has one of the fastest rates of mode change in Cybertronian history, switching from robot to vehicle in 0.4 of a second. It's pretty fast. Okay, so something I forgot to do is go back over here and show the comparison of the bots. So there is Blurr. This is the Studio Series 86 Blurr. You can see them compared. We've looked at them a couple of times, but for completion, we'll look at them again here in this video. So there you go. There is Blurr in game compared with Blurr the toy. And we'll jump over. There's his ability. There is Runamuck, and here's Runamuck. Runabout, Runabout, and Runabout. Not the first time I've done that. Probably won't be the last. So there you go. Runabout in the game, and Runabout in the toy. This is the Earthrise Runabout. Very cool. Very cool. And his ability, as you might expect, is the exact same as Blurr's, except it's called the Hollow Charge instead of the Blurry Charge. It's got a different little icon, and not sure why they're different colors. Pretty sure they do the same exact thing, but hey, yeah, it works. Same thing. You rush into combat, dealing damage along the way, and you drive so fast that your enemies cannot see you, and you leave an image of yourself behind that has 60% of your health and lasts for 10 seconds. Now, last week we talked about the monthly newsletter gift. Normally they've been giving them loot links, so they said they're going to start putting them as a zero-cost bundle in the game. Well, apparently they had a little bit of trouble with that. So this month, it's back to, we got loot links again. It came out in this week's newsletter. If you don't get the newsletter, come on over to my Discord channel. There's a link in the description of the video and also on the next slide. Go to the loot links channel, and I've got the loot link in there for you if you didn't get it from the newsletter. It gets you the usual stuff: a silver XP core, 5,000 premium shards, and 10,000 of each of the 3 sparks. They did say the plan is to go forward with the in-game zero-cost bundle of some type beginning next month, so grab it from the loot link for this month and look for it in-game next month. I'm sure they'll let us know if they get it done when it comes time for that. And so there's the link to my Discord channel. While you're there, go ahead and join in on the giveaway that we have. I do a weekly giveaway for some loot links of my own, where you can win an Engineer Hoist Secret Stash. So you can win up to 10,000 of either premium shards or the 3 sparks. One of those 3 types of things, up to 10,000. It's doesn't cost you anything. Just head on over to Discord and click the reaction on the giveaway in the giveaways channel. And we always finish up with the community corner, where folks in our Discord share some of the art creations that they've done over the week. This week, we've got Mr. Creeper, one of our regulars. He's got a meeting of a few bots. Cyclonus and Optimus are over there meeting with Thrust, Drift, and Scrap Metal, who I believe is a stand-in for Scavenger here, because they have the same sort of alt mode. They just called him Scrap Metal in the Studio Series Constructicons for some reason. Cyclonus is asking, "Whoa, what happened to you guys?" And Thrust says, "Well, Modern hit us with a bat." Because they don't look anything like what they do in the G1 continuity. Drift obviously was a late addition to that continuity, but he looks completely different from the Movieverse Studio Series type of version. Thrust is a completely different color, completely different model. He's not a conehead anymore, although they did try to make it kind of look like a conehead with a little hood in his back. But and of course, Scavenger, it doesn't even have the same name. So yeah, hit with the bat sounds like an appropriate description there. And that's basically it for the news. If you happen to be watching someplace other than on YouTube, there's the link, youtube.com/EngineerHoist. Come on over Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. Join us live. And last bit is a thank you to all of my channel members and moderators for your support. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I agree, Fitz. Creeps is really good with those pictures. I love the eyes. How he gets the extra little glare in them. Very cool. Alrighty. So how about we go check out Blurr in the game. Because I have them. As you can see across the top there. The other way. That's an awkward hit. How about try this? Right that way. Test server. I don't have them in the game yet. This is the test server. It's also why there's a Metroplex there. Because it's the test server, and I was able to complete it at the test server. That's why the base is maxed. My real base isn't maxed. We're not even going to talk about the amount of coins, because again, test server. Okay, enough of that. Let's go. Let's go.
Roll out.
Let's go and try this. Oh, he's not on that squad. He's not on that squad. He is on this squad, which I have curated to capture. Well, except for Metroplex, who comes with everybody, comes on every team because he just doesn't like to be left out. He's got serious FOMO, that Metroplex. But anyway, so this is like the 86 movie squad here. You got Ultra Magnus, RC, Cup, Rodimus, Prime, Springer, and now Blurr. Hopefully we'll be able to add Wreckguard to this eventually. But this is pretty much what we have for now. Yeah, there's some other bots that were in the movie too, but these are the kind of like the main casts, especially the new ones introduced in that movie. So how about we go in there? Am I going to use Metroplex? I don't have a choice. He comes with you. Like I said, that dude's got serious FOMO, fear of missing out. He comes with you every time you go into battle. If you go, unless you go like, unless it's an event battle or elimination mode battle. See, there he is. He's like, hey guys, wait for me. Alright, so we're going to start with Blurr. I don't have any combat bots or power cores on him. He is, I think, level 51 with like a level 8 ability. So you can kind of see where he's at. I probably should have shown him in the hangar, but we can do that again. That's very small for you. You probably can't read that. But so right here, he's dealing about 2,241 damage as he rushes in. And the 60% of the health in 10 seconds for the hologram image is consistent. That doesn't change. So we'll go ahead and drop him. We'll go ahead and drop the other guys on the other side. So here he is. We'll rush him in. So you see, he just kind of leaves a little hologram behind, and that draws the defenses. We can take him in over here. Definitely dealing quite a bit of damage. And see, and it does do damage along the way, not just to the final. So he tore that base up pretty good all by himself there. Didn't get it all completely. We'll go let Ultra Magnus go take care of that mortar. And see, Blurr does have a little bit of a shock weapon, very similar to some of the scouts like Bumblebee, Chromia, Perceptor. The game says he's a melee style bot, but that's not really melee. Yeah, Grimlock into Petra Rabbits, says William Wilkinson. That's right. I'll give you Petra Rabbits. Outpost bot? You know, I haven't really considered him as an outpost bot. He really does just like that one blast of damage, and then he does have that hologram that he does, but it's pretty low on the health. If you're gonna go with the hologram, you might be much better off with Rook or like RC. Let's run that one back.
Autobots, roll out.
The stun got removed according to Waza? Yeah, well, I haven't really paid attention. They mentioned the stun in the newsletter, and he's got the stun here. That's why I'm mentioning it. They do say he's a melee style bot, so that it would make sense that he wouldn't have the stun because that stun gun doesn't really match a melee style. So yeah, basically just look at the message again. Test server, which means it's not necessarily final. They could tweak it before we get fully released.
Attack. Abilities ready.
And see, Metroplex is just off doing his own thing over there. He's just going in here, just damaging all kinds of things along the way. Oh, and he's walking around. So he's fast when he uses his ability, but not so fast when he's just walking around. She said stall bat. You bring in Wheelie as a combat bot. That's funny. Oh, there you go. Blur and Miss Prime's a little disappointed. Not too happy with how it turned out there, Blur and Miss.
Autobots,
I'm sorry, man. Let's try Zone 13. See what he can do against a bigger one. Got a Victory Saber got a 4-star hoist from a free crystal. All right, awesome. I'm actually kind of glad that Blur doesn't move fast, you know, on his own. I mean, Grimlock and Razorclaw move real fast, and Blur and Barricade too, and they're constantly dying. And because they move fast, have a high DPS, and lower health, and Blur is very much the same way. He doesn't move quite as fast, but he does have a high DPS, but a lower health than a lot of other bots. So if he moved any faster, he'd have trouble staying alive, even with his little hologram. So we'll go ahead and drop them all. So he starts. So his ability starts with a cost of 3, and then it's a +3 every time you use it. So it's a fairly low cost ability. So we're just going to kind of sit down here for a little bit and take care of the stuff in the front. Because everything's out of range except all this stuff. There you go. Thank you, Metroplex. Why don't you go ahead and take care of that. But not fully. Don't, like, take care of it all the way, Metroplex, because that would be silly. Alright, so we're going to go and basically be stunned first. We'll fire that way. We'll send him over here. And we've already got serious damage going on here. So you can't have multiple holograms. So definitely need some more firepower. I mean, they were underpowered for Zone 13 anyways, but you know, it was worth a shot. Ultra Magnus is the only one left, and he's hacked. And now he's not.
This race isn't over yet, Megatron.
Yeah, not over yet. I remember when we thought combiners made bases look small. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, that's it for Blurr. You get the idea. It's kind of another rush bot that you go in. And I'm going to go bring this back over here as I go and swap accounts over to my main account. But yeah, it's basically a rush bot with a little bit of a twist. Does a little bit of damage along the way, leaves a little hologram behind. So he's good, not great, but he's solid. I think he's worth the, you know, it was good to put him in a prestige event as opposed to like a leaderboard. Gotta readjust my sound. Best core for Blurr. Well, like I said, his health's kind of low. Probably a Vitality or Rejuvenate. That's what I usually go for. You could also maybe consider some Prime Cores, but your Prime Cores might be better off on some other bots. Maybe a Megatronus might be a good option if you don't have another bot more suited for that. Dupe City time? Yeah, it's definitely Dupe City time. So here we go. So what we've got here is we've got a little bit from, I think it's a little bit from last weekend's event. VIP crystals hit, and also the monthly loot link. So we've got 3 gold power cord chips, we've got 2 3-star crystals, and we've got 45 premium crystals. Over on the other account, on the Decepticon account, which we'll get to in a little bit, got a prime cord chip to open. And it's going to be good because we got Nexus last time, so the bad one's gone. I know some of you guys like Nexus that participate in wars and use combiners a lot, but, well, no, I don't. So, for me, Nexus is junk. So, we got Trithylium plating. Not Trilithium. That's the Star Trek thing. Trithylium. And that's the Thunder EMP Shock. Yes, the Thunder EMP Shock. We'll do 5 of these individually because we have to, and then we'll do 10 at a time. Hound Vamp. Star Saber! Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll beat the odds, and it won't be Dupe City. But if I had to bet, I'd bet on Dupe City. Victory Star Saber. Oh man, that was a mistake. I have no idea how much I've spent on this because I will not look at it. It was offered to me once a few years ago. I made that comment, said I don't even know how much I spent. Like, oh, we can look that up for you, and I said no, thank you very much. Burnt, that's the way to go. Although I will say, if you're going to spend anything, spend $20 on that new joiner bundle. That's a great deal. If you're going to spend anything, get the new joiner bundle. It's only 20 bucks, and you get tons of stuff. Tons of stuff. If you decide to. Okay, as expected, we got all dupes. We did get a 3-star dupe in there. We may end up getting a 4-star crystal at some point. Enough shards for one. I'm not sure. I can't remember how close I am. Still quite a ways from a 5-star crystal. I think I'm pretty close to a 5-star crystal on the Decepticon account, but a little bit too far away, I think, though. That's exactly right, James. When it comes to in-game spending, ignorance is bliss. Couple of 3-star dupes that time. Standard power cores, though. That's very true, Star Saber. The whales definitely keep this game alive. Hey, there's Hoist. And again! He's so popular right now. And Alita 1. I always like seeing Alita 1, even though I've got her. I actually really do like that Power of the Primes mold of Alita 1. The Netflix, the Siege Netflix version of Alita 1's really good too, but I do like the Power of the Primes one. I'm glad they're using that in this game. So we got 2 more 3 stars there, standard food power cores. We'll probably have another 3-star crystal to go grab here in a second, if not a 4-star. Burnt got a 3-star scavenger earlier, but don't have all the Constructicons as 3 stars yet. Well, that's okay. But yeah, scavenger is actually one of the hardest ones to get. He's the last one I got. In fact, I got the 4-star scavenger first before even the 3-star. So scavenger is the toughest one to get out of all the Constructicons. So you did good.
Deploy.
Okay, as expected, is all duplicates. It says we got 2 crystals to grab. We've got another 3-star crystal, and we did actually complete a 4-star crystal. And for anybody keeping score, that's how close I am to the next 5-star crystal. And the Omega Supreme 5-star part, which I will never get. 3-star crystal duplicates. These are guaranteed duplicates. I've got all the 3 stars. Now, the only thing we can hope for here is maybe get lucky with the power core. Yeah, no luck with the power cores. Alright, 4-star crystal. Are we going to be lucky? Or is it going to be Dupe City? I think you guys know the answer to that. It's a Sky Striker. And a pretty standard run-of-the-mill power core. So nothing special there. Okay, so about the way crystal cracking go anymore. This is why I don't put out crystal cracking videos anymore, because it's just, you know, I might as well just cut it short to nothing. It's like, okay, I'm going to crack a bunch of crystals. Yeah, they were all dupes. Thanks for watching. Bye. You know? Crystal cracking videos are no fun for me anymore. Let's see. Okay, let's go over, switch over to the iPad, the Decepticon account. And okay, I thought we froze there for a second. Well, we did freeze for a second, but luckily it got resolved. We'll switch to music. Yeah, I'll leave that there. Okay. 53 crystals on this one. So like I said, we got a prime core sitting there. We got 46 premiums, 2 3-stars. We'll probably get at least another one of those, and a 4-star crystal, and we'll do these power cores first. Rejuvenate, that's always good to see. That's a good one you can put on any bot. If there's no better power core, you always use a Rejuvenate. Raid boosters are good, except I think I'm pretty well set on those. And target protocol, no, high velocity shells. Okay, those I do like, and you know, actually, I think I could use this. I've got a bunch of silver ones, but I don't think this might be the only the second one I've gotten on this account. So that's actually a good pull. Very happy with that one. Oh, let's do these premium crystals. We'll do 6 of them individually because we have to, and then we'll do 10 at a time. You guys know how this works. But I say that anytime because you never know, it might be somebody's first time here, and if it is, welcome. Space Bridge is very sus, says Fitz19. Hey Oktar, how's it going? Crystal cracking for bundles and 5 stars are good. Yeah, I haven't gotten many bundles lately. I even completely skipped those last combat bot bundles. The Dazzle Strike and Giza. I don't have them because I skipped those bundles. I gotta cut back somewhere, and I was running low on my gaming budget. I have not done a good job sticking to my gaming budget. That's why I've been getting all the bundles, but now I really gotta stick to it. So I had to pass on those. I'll get them eventually. They'll show up in free crystals, or they'll be in some other bundle I get in the future. William Wilkinson got gaming headset to work on the iPhone for the YouTube channel. Oh, cool. Good job. I can hear you loud and clear. That's right. Yeah, I've definitely gone the expensive route on the gear around here. Although the microphone was one of the first things I got, and it's relatively reasonably priced. Megatron. And hang on a second. My doorbell is ringing for some reason. That's weird. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, just stay put. There's something I gotta deal with, so I will be back shortly. Okay. Well, the microphone is still on. I didn't mute. Y'all still here? Okay, I'm back. I'm gonna try a Baltimore PD. Finally got up with you. It wasn't Baltimore, but it was the PD. There was something happened at some other house, and they noticed I have some video surveillance, so he was just asking to see. Didn't pick up anything, but that's what happened. Unlike what usually happens when the police show up when somebody streams. What do they call that? I forget. There's a name for it when people call the cops on somebody. That wasn't what happened there. It was something that happened to somebody on the street. They were hoping they found something on my video, but they didn't. But where were we? We were cracking crystals, right? Swatting. That's it. Yeah. No, it wasn't that. The guy was real nice. He was just wanted to see my surveillance. All right. Let's keep going. Appreciate you guys sticking around.
Shockwave.
I almost shut it down. I wasn't sure what was going to go from there, but just needed to look real quick. Didn't help my luck any, sitting there waiting. Ooh, you're getting the arc victory saver? That's awesome. Question about the chip challenge victim. No. They did a stream on that on Sunday. I wasn't able to make it because I was off at Disney World, but they were trying to get him the victim Antonio on the stream. I think he was having trouble connecting. So, but oh yeah, happy birthday! I don't know if I said that. Yeah, the arc's pretty cool. I got the Toy Hacks labels for him. And I did label up Mainframe here. We can take a closer look at him in a minute if you want. I got the labels for the Arc as well, and I almost cried when I saw how many labels were just on the one sheet of window stickers, and there's 9 sheets of labels. I have no idea when I'll do him because I still haven't done Scorponok or Omega Supreme or Triptychon. So now I just added the Arc, just piling on. We'll see. It'll happen at some point. I think the problem is I'm so used to doing like the deluxe class style, you know, the smaller bots where I can get them done mostly in one sitting. And I gotta really get over the fact that, no, the Titan class, you're not doing that in one shot. You're not doing that in one shot. I did do up the Power of the Prime's Predaking, which is basically, you know, he's like a Titan class combiner. That one took me about, I'd say, a good 5 hours. I did one New Year's Eve. I just didn't have plans or whatever, so I just sat and watched stuff on TV and stickered up all the Predacons. Took me a good 5 or 6 hours. And so I'm thinking in my head, that's how I think I need to do these big bots, but that's not true. What's wrong with me? Okay, so I wasn't even paying attention to what was going on there. Did we get anything? No, of course we didn't. Alright. 3-star crystal duplicate. One more. Waspinator. What a coincidence. And okay, so we've got one more crystal here. What do we got? Another 3-star. Very far away from a 4-star crystal, but you can see there I am. That's how close I am to the 5-star crystal and the Overlord Mega Jet, which I will never get. We'll go ahead and get that other 3-star duplicate out of the way. That one is... who is that? Drillhorn? 4-star crystal. Could we get a duplicate here? Could we get a duplicate? Or is it going to be a new bot? It's a duplicate 4-star. For duplicate Razor Claw. And we get a gold G1 Razor Claw. Pretty sure I have that already. One thing we're not going to get a duplicate from is the Prime Core. It is... Oh, what is that? Liege Maximo. Cool. Just gotta think of who I want to put that on. I haven't equipped Nexus. I'm not going to equip Nexus, and I just looked before the stream. I got Prima, and I haven't equipped Prima either. I think that's because I'm not sure. I haven't decided whether I want to put it on Onslaught or one of the bots with not Flak, but Crater Maker. So, and I couldn't decide, so I didn't put it on anybody. Or do I want to put it on Octopunch? I don't know. But anyway, so that's it for the crystal cracking. Yeah, crystal cracking is done. Thank you all for sticking around to see, even though we got interrupted there for a moment. Oh, put Liege Maximo on Rook. Yeah, I gotta think about who do I usually rush in and end up popping outpost bots with. That's a good one for Liege Maximo. I think on my Autobot account I've got him on Pipes. Because I didn't have Hotspot at the time, and now that there's a G1 Hotspot around, I'd rather put that on than Liege Maximo. So, Rook's probably a pretty good one. So this is the part of the stream where we usually go to the toys. But I said we've got some toy news, didn't I? So we've got some toy news. How about we talk about toy news? We'll go back over here. Instead of having a black background, I threw up a nice little background there. So let's talk about the bots that were revealed yesterday. Some new Studio Series bots from the Bumblebee movie. We've got Voyager class Soundwave, looking really nice, really close to the movie there. We never saw him transform. And there's his alt mode there. It's kind of reminiscent of a tape deck laying on its side. Some people say it looks like a pancake or a flapjack or the Green Goblin's little speeder thing or whatever. And me personally, I think it kind of looks like a snow speeder. You know? So, yeah. But it looks pretty good. You got Deluxe Class Brawn. I like this one. This one is definitely a must-get. He looks good. He's all bulky, or maybe he's just wearing a bulky life jacket there. If you zoom in on his face, which we can't do on the stream, I just don't know how the best way to do it. It is kind of more of a Cybertronian face, even though the helmet is nice and clean, similar to the G1 stuff. The face is kind of, you know, typical movie bot kind of styling. But I think he's going to look good in person for sure. Interesting alt mode, but I think it looks good. He's got a nice big old gun, but the thing in between in his front wheel is kind of like a drill. Didn't he do a drill thing in G1 at one point? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Did Braun survive? I don't know. We didn't. I don't think we saw the fate of a lot of those guys that we saw at the beginning of the movie. We also got Ratchet, so I think that looks great. Very cool. They didn't announce an Ironhide, but you don't get a Ratchet without an Ironhide, or an Ironhide without a Ratchet. So just imagine this dude in red without the little, you know, Nike swooshes on his head, and that'll be Ironhide. I mean, you know what's going to happen, and I think everybody will be fine with that. That's just kind of what they do. So yeah, pretty cool looking Ratchet. Wheeljack, and some people say we saw this guy before or whatever, but you know, I really don't acknowledge unofficial leaks because, you know, we've talked about it before. That's one of those things that grinds my gears. This is an official reveal of Wheeljack, so I think that's pretty cool. Looking at him though, It almost looks like it might be a like a reworking of like that B187 mold or 127 mold that was also like the Cybertronian Cliff Jumper, which is also the what is it, the off-road Bumblebee mold. It looks like it could be a remold of that. It might not be, but it sure looks very similar to it. It looks like it could be a reworking of that, and I'd be okay with that. That's a decent mold. So. Yeah, I know that Super VH, but I don't like to promote that dude here because he's doing some shady stuff. But yeah, so Wheeljack, he looks good. I'm getting all of these, but you guys knew all that. So, all right, and then you got Ravage here. Apparently, they say this Ravage does somehow fit inside the chest of that Voyager class Soundwave. It's not shown off anywhere that we've seen it. We'll find out eventually when they do come up. I mean, he does turn into basically just like a box, which does make you think that looks like it's something that would fit inside somebody's chest cavity somewhere. Very similar to a lot of the typical cassette type of minion characters. Ravage, Laserbeak, Rumble, Frenzy, whoever. So yeah, pretty cool. The head kind of looks a little weird. Kind of really comes to like a really narrow point. Excuse me, really narrow point. Just kind of looks weird in the picture. It might be okay in person, but I mean, come on, you gotta get it. That's awesome. And also, that was core class, by the way. And also this one, which when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, that looks great. And then I saw core class. I'm like, oh, core class, so small. Okay, that's fine. I think it still looks good. I have a feeling we'll see a bigger Shockwave in the future, like maybe a Voyager class Shockwave as well. They're just bringing them out in core class to kind of get that line started, because Ravage and Shockwave are the first core class figures in Studio Series. So I think they just wanted somebody to you know, get that started. I mean, we've seen core class Optimus and Megatron and stuff like that in the Kingdom line, so they had to pick somebody. So we're seeing Shockwave. We've seen Shockwave in small class figures before, as well as the big class or whatever. So I have a feeling we'll be seeing Shockwave in Voyager class at some point. But I think it still looks pretty good. Honestly, when I first looked at it, I thought it was going to be one of the bigger bots, one of the bigger classes. And only when I saw that it said core class, I was like, oh, really? That's core class. So I think it's actually going to look pretty good. So I'll be picking that up. And they did also show off new core class packaging, because the core classes have been coming still into standard bubble packaging, and Hasbro's talked about it for a while, reducing how much plastic that they use. And so now you've got these boxes with cards on them going to be hanging there. So that's going to take a little getting used to. I mean, the deluxes we've obviously seen starting coming in boxes. They used to come in bubbles too, but for since at least Siege, they've been coming in boxes similar to the Voyager and the Leader class figures, and so now they're going to be starting doing that for the smaller ones too. That's cool. That's cool. And that's it. We're back around to Soundwave in his pancake mode. I mean, spaceship mode. So, hope you like that. We talk about toy news here every now and then. I almost did a little quick video of that yesterday. In fact, I was working towards it, but then I ended up, I forget what I ended up doing. I got it all loaded up where I was going to go record it, and then I think I went and had some dinner and got sidetracked or something. And by the time I got back to it, the motivation had passed. But yeah, it's good. It's good. So. Wallet is crying so hard. Oh yeah, my wallet is just in a constant state of crying. It's crying a little less since I've started slowing down on the game though. But I will not stop slowing down on these little plastic dudes, because they are fun. Speaking of little plastic dudes, told you we'd get a closer look at Mainframe with the Toy Hacks stickers on them. I don't know if any of y'all caught Patriot Prime doing his live toy hacksing. I caught a little bit of it. I wasn't able to catch the first part of it. but I did come in at the end. My intention was, because I had the stickers and I hadn't put them on yet, and my intention was to actually label this guy at the same time as Patriot Prime, but he got about a half-hour head start on me, so I went ahead and continued on. I went ahead and started when I got to the video, but I didn't finish that night. So I finished the next day. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He's got a few stickers in here. I like the Autobot logo. I almost didn't put the sticker on his visor because I don't like really so much doing the eye stickers, but you know, a large visor like that, it's actually not that bad. The tiny little eye stickers, forget about it. I never do a good job with them. I just usually skip them altogether. Visors, they're a bigger sticker. They're usually okay. But these stickers on his legs were probably the hardest to do, because you had to kind of turn him sideways, open up his leg a little bit, and because see, this side is the middle, and then it wraps around one side and the other, and the inside is hollow. And then got a bunch of little stickers for his bridge mode. And on the records, I made one of them Stan Bush the Touch. And there was an option to make the other one Weird Al Yankovic's Dare to Be Stupid, but I left the actual golden disc, the Voyager disc, I left that one alone. I wanted this one to be the way it is, the Sounds of Earth. So I left this to be the actual golden disc, but the Vok disc, I went ahead and made that the Touch. And I'm not going to transform him all the way, but there's the stickers that I chose for his screens. I like the idea of Kremzik on the side over here with the broken screen, because I like Kremzik. I've got one of those larger Teletran sets that it's just a Teletran set, and I got the Toy Hacks labels for that too. I've got a Kremzik on that. In fact, the Kremzik on that sticker set is what I used as inspiration to design the Kremzik that shows up in this area when I'm on screen, and the Kremzik shows up in this area where I'm at now. I drew that based on that Kremzik there. It's very similar to this Kremzik, but I like the fact that it's got the arc showing there, because I mean, he is the bridge of the arc. He comes with the arc, so I wanted to keep the sticker of the arc. And then I like the picture of Cybertron, and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like the head of the arc, or you know, like the last Autobot or whatever. But yeah, pretty cool sticker set. It's a big one. It's a large set for a deluxe class figure. So yeah, if you do get the arc, I would recommend at least getting the Teletran, the mainframe Teletran 1 set. That one's sold by itself, and then the arc is a completely separate set. So if you could only get one, this is a good set. I think this one goes for about, this one's pretty pricey too. It's like $45, I think. 'Cause it's a lot of stickers for even just a small, roughly Voyager size bot. So we'll bring Blur back in here, so you can see mainframe's quite a bit bigger than deluxe class Blur over here. I think he's not quite a Voyager size, but he's far bigger than a deluxe anyway. Tempted to order a Shattered Glass Jetfire, but I already have the Siege one. Yeah, I agree. I think the Shattered Glass Jetfire looks really cool, but shelf space is kind of a premium right now, and I just don't have it for him. Okay, so I got a shipment in today with 3 bots. You've already seen one of them. Waspinator. This bit here is a 3D print from Larkin's Lair. It's a clear, translucent purple plastic. Pretty good match to his wings, which was the intent. And because straight out of the package, all he has is basically his butt. You know, that's supposed to be his weapon. Just basically hold his own rear end and then try to stab you with it. and that's you know, Larkin saw that. I'm said, and he said, "Oh heck no, I could do better." The Thrilling 30 Waspinator came with it was actually one piece and it flipped out. It was kind of a clear. He chose to go with the translucent purple and made it this add-on kit, this add-on piece, where you just take this and you take his stinger and you just kind of put it in the little port right there. And then he's got the peg where he can hold it. And I think it looks fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. And in fact, if you guys like it that much and you want to go get it right now, I'm throwing a link to his Etsy shop in the chat. He's selling it for $3.50. It's the best $3.50 you'll ever spend on a Transformers accessory. It's great. So I haven't even transformed this guy. They came a little bit late. Him and the other two came a little bit late in the day. But I do have the Thrilling 30. I haven't even looked them next to each other. I'm definitely keeping them both. That Thrilling 30 Waspinator, that one actually kind of got a little special place in my heart because I buy most of my own Transformers because I find them and all that stuff, but I never could find that Waspinator. But my girlfriend found it for me, bought it for me for a Christmas gift, and so that, of all of my collection, that is the one that I know for a fact was actually a gift to me. So that Thrilling 30 Waspinator will not be going anywhere. I'll get rid of this guy before that one, but I mean, I just got him. I'm not getting rid of him. Who are we kidding, right? Yeah, he's pretty cool. So I couldn't really tell you a good comparison against him, but from what I've seen in some reviews and stuff like that, I have a feeling I'll like the Thrilling 30 a little bit better anyway. But this guy's definitely good. I mean, if that Thrilling 30 is a little bit hard to find. I mean, I couldn't even find him when he was out, so I was lucky to get him. So if you don't have that one, this guy, yeah, definitely good. A little back heavy, to get him to stand. I mean, look at what I had to do to his legs. Basically like bow-legged backwards. So he's a little back heavy. Oh, the other one that I've been waiting for quite a while because I had trouble finding him. Yeah, I was waiting so long for the pre-order for this guy to come in. I thought I chose not to get him. Yeah, everybody else was getting their Galvatrons, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not getting him. I'm happy with the Galvatrons that I have. I just chose not to get him. And then about a couple months after I made that statement, I went and looked. It's like, oh, I actually have him pre-ordered. It's just taking forever to come in. So he actually came in. He actually came in stock about a month ago. But I don't like shipping figures out individually. I always shop from places that offer like free shipping once you hit 150. So he's been sitting there for about 6 weeks, waiting for Waspinator to come in. And even then, it wasn't enough. I had to throw on something else just because I was tired of waiting. So you'll see what else what I chose to throw on. So again, I haven't done a whole lot with them. There's been much ado about his shoulders. From what I can tell, these look like the shoulders that were assembled correctly, because this is how he was in the box. I haven't done anything to him. I haven't gone and flipped him around. The shoulders are sitting higher. The little square pieces in the front. So these are what most people would consider the correctly assembled shoulders. Why he has two of these basically models of his ship when he already has his big orange cannon, I don't know. I mean, one of them would be cool. Why he has two of them, I don't know. But I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just a mystery. And then, of course, he has the Matrix on the chain because he did that one time It's just a hard plastic molded chain. It does not flex or do anything. It is made specifically to sit there around just his neck and sit right there on his chest, because he had that time when he was inside Unicron and then said, "It will do you no good, Autobot. It cannot be opened. Not by a Decepticon." So, anyway. So, I saw the Toy Hacks labels for him come with a nice set of stickers for, I think, just one of these. But that's okay, because, I mean, this ship turns mostly purple, so, and I did just recently purchase some purple paint, so maybe I'll paint one of these things purple and find a way to display that over there with Unicron. And speaking of friends who do 3D printing, FireTalks actually designed a stand for the Nemesis, and I don't think he's actively selling it yet, but he did design one and print a prototype at least. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting one of those once he makes it available. So that's pretty cool. In 2 years, we've gotten 10 Matrix of Leaderships. Yeah, I know. Everybody's getting a Matrix of Leadership. You get a Matrix of Leadership. You get a Matrix of Leadership. Everybody gets a Matrix of Leadership. Alright, so the last thing that I got that I threw on just because I needed to hit the shipping. I was tired of waiting for Galvatron and all that. And naturally, if I had just waited one more day, something else came in and I could have shipped and not had to throw anything extra on there. But I'm glad I did throw it on there, because I wanted to get that at TFCon, and I decided, no, I can't do that because I've already spent too much money. But I got him now. This is the New Age Cyclops, which is obviously Shockwave. They've made a few different molds of this guy. This is the darker purple, the toy color. I don't know if it comes across on camera, but he's nice and metallic. And I haven't transformed him yet, but I did think it's funny. He comes with a miniature version of himself. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to getting this guy transformed, because obviously I like New Age. So there he is with the Pistolonics, which I picked up at TFCon. He's a little bit shorter than old Megatron over here, which I think is accurate. I'll probably get their Soundwave at some point too, because Soundwave was one of the ones that I wanted to get. I think they call that one Scaramanga. But so yeah, so there he is, which is why, you know, this is another reason why I was kind of talking weird, because I was thinking about this when I was semi-complaining about the Studio Series Core Class Shockwave, because, I mean, you know, as a dude that does in those videos, you know, you know, so, yeah, the Core Class is fine. But yeah, he doesn't come with a whole lot of accessories. Well, I mean, I guess he does kind of. I mean, he comes with this little gun of himself. He comes with a separate hand so he can do the saluting pose, because he did it that one time in that one episode. And he's got a stand. And from what I've seen in the pictures, it's more so you could display him in his gun mode. Because obviously when you turn a Transformer into a gun mode, if you're not holding it or having another bot that holds it if they're big enough to hold it, then they just kind of lay down. There's not a good display. So they've actually got a nice, it's kind of like purple plastic base and a clear plastic stand where you could actually prop him up in his gun mode to display him that way. So I think that's pretty cool. So, but and this hose was packed a little bit separately, as you might imagine. Just kind of plugs onto a little post here and a post there. Like I said, I haven't transformed him yet, so I'm not sure how all that works. If nothing else, you could just pop this off. It's just a rubber hose, and it fits over the little port there. So yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, it's a shame I had to add another figure just to ship out a package. Who am I kidding? I wanted this guy. I was happy to have the excuse. I was a little disappointed because I could have got the other thing in addition to these right now, but that one's waiting for something else to show up. It never ends. I tell you, anytime I'm sitting there, oh, something should be coming in soon. Something should be coming in soon. Oh, it's taking forever to come in. You know, I'll add something, or if it's already there, I say ship, and I guarantee you, within 24 hours, hey, this thing's in stock, ready to ship. I'm like, every time. Well, not literally every time, but it's happened more than a few times. So, yeah, that's the way things go, though. But yeah, so there's today's haul. Leader Class Kingdom Galvatron, Deluxe Class Kingdom Waspinator, and New Age Cyclops, aka Shockwave. Oh yeah. By the way, since we streamed last, did you see? I did a review, like an actual review. Covert Agent Ravage. Some of you guys were there when I streamed this guy. That's all you're getting on this stream. If you want more, go watch my video. Because nobody's watching it. Probably because you guys already all watched me record it live on the live stream. So maybe I won't be doing that so much. Or at least I won't be leaving it up. So this is what I'm thinking. Because we did get a decent amount of views on the live stream after the fact. But then once I got it edited and put up the actual edited video, it's been very slow to get views. And I'm thinking, it's like, well, that's probably because a lot of people already watched the other one. So what I'll probably be doing is, when I do record live, I'm not going to record everything live, but when I do record live, I'll immediately put it members only. You can join live and watch as much as you want live, and then immediately members only. So if you miss a live, you miss a live, unless you're a member. Everybody else has to wait for the edited video. That's how I'm going to do it in the future, because I think I really messed up the other stuff by leaving that live up for so long. So just do the live for the members. I was thinking about that too. I was definitely thinking about that too. But the way I have the membership set up, it's a leader class and above, which is only like 4 of you guys, which I appreciate every one of you. So, and I don't mind doing a stream for just 1 or 2 or 3 or all 4 of you guys, or even just by myself, because I mean, hey, it's there. I'm gonna be doing it anyway. I'm gonna be using this whole setup basically anyway. And as you saw the last time we did it, basically the recording, like I said, while I'm recording, I'm basically going to ignore you guys. So that's just kind of, that's the way it goes. So I may do that, but still, probably not all of them. Just because it takes more to get stream ready than just sitting down and recording. Because like if I want to just sit down and record, I can just sit down and record and do all the stuff and worry about like thumbnails and descriptions and all that other stuff later. But to stream, you need to have a thumbnail, you need to have a description, and things like that. So there's a little bit more to get ready for a stream. So I may do some videos not streamed. Especially if I do anything I've definitely been reminded that, hey, what about Unicron? Let's talk about Toy Hacks labels. I got the stickers for them all. Hey, have you guys, this was like, hey, have you done the labels for Unicron yet? I'm like, well, I can't, because he's buried behind a bunch of stuff, which, I mean, I can move it. But yeah, I do want to get the labels on that guy. And that is not something that you can do in one stream. So that would be something where that kind of has to be recorded. Hey, you could kind of do like what Patriot Prime did. He basically recorded all of his before stuff, and then the part where he applies the labels, he doesn't usually show in his videos, and he chose to do a live stream of that the other day, and I thought it went pretty well. And then of course, once he got that all done, then he, you know, not live, shot all of his after stuff and edited everything together. So that's a way to do it. But yeah, so I've got some thoughts, and like that video, I thought it was okay. I definitely could do some more. And let me tell you, if you're ever going to record a video, here's a little tip. If you're gonna make cheesy jokes, you better be okay reliving them over and over and over and over again, because when you edit, you will be sick of your own cheesy jokes. You will be cringing every time you say something silly. Because yeah. It's okay though. I just started laughing at myself. Just every time I'd say something really silly, I'd be like, oh. Oh yeah. Anyone have any tips for dusting your collection? You're asking the wrong dude. My collection is so dusty. every time I take a figure off the shelf, I gotta take out you know, I got a can of air. Well, I guess that's a tip. You know, get an air can. You know, I found this at Walmart. It was like a 2-pack for like $8 in the computer section. Also, these are not tips of my own. These are tips I picked up along the way. Also, find yourself a big paintbrush or something like that. Don't paint with it, but this is a nice big brush that you can kind of, you know, use to brush off large areas. So you could do something like that. I found that works pretty well. It's not real good for getting into the real small areas, but the air does. So there's some tips. Otherwise, yeah. My shelves, they're all pretty dusty. Rise of the Beast has been delayed to 23. Live stream of Transformers Christmas shopping spree at Walmart. Man, you wouldn't want to see my hunts, my toy hunts, because the only thing I find is disappointment. Very rarely I can find some stuff. Okay, Fitz, you're saying check the thing. Okay, dude, yeah, I know you got problems with your account, and we'll handle that in a little bit. It's okay, man. We'll get to it. Yeah, I've thought about doing toy hunts or whatever. I did one time many years ago. It was like Combiner Wars was just coming out. I got the first wave of Combiner Wars, like the 3 Aerobots and Drag Strip, but they came without the comic. And then every other wave came with the comic. And then, like, I found one at Toys R Us when we still had them in the U.S. And I found one with the comic, and I think I shot a little video. I was like, hey, look, here's one with the comic. Oh, you know. And that was about it. And then I haven't done anything like that. It's weird to film yourself looking at toys in a store, okay? It's weird. It's weird. It feels weird. Although, I will say, I kind of like what Deluxe Baldwin over at Hail Hasbro Reviews did. He's been doing some hunts, and they've been going well. What he does, he records, and I guarantee you, he is not talking while he is recording. He is just recording as he's going down the aisles. Then after he gets it all edited together, he does a voiceover when he's back at home. That's the way to do it, to not feel quite so weird. You know? That's the way to feel not quite so weird. But for me, I don't look at a whole lot of stuff. I mean, there's tons of toys, but I don't really look at the stuff that I look at the Transformer aisle, and when I go and find that there's nothing there, I stand there for way too long after I've decided there's nothing I want. Because I don't why, I don't know. Just sitting there hoping something magically appears. Although I think at least one time there was, I can't remember the exact instance, but I think there was at least one time where I was just kind of standing there and just, Oh man, disappointed I didn't find anything. It's like, wait a minute, what's that? You know, and then they found something. So that's probably why I do it. Still unconsciously, it's just like, you never know when there might be something you didn't see. And then when I'm done with the Transformer aisle, I usually go over and look at the Marvel Legends. I don't get any of the Marvel Legends, but I like looking at them because there's some cool stuff there. And then I go look at the Star Wars aisle looking for Black Series. Never find anything except Grief Karga and Queel, because apparently they made way too many of those two figures that nobody wants. Although I did find Bo-Katan once on the shelf at my Target, which I was completely surprised about. I had it pre-ordered already, but it was okay because I was able to cancel pre-order. I was amazed that I found Bo-Katan. Let's see. After that, I go look at Legos. Sometimes I look at the Legos first, maybe because I get to that aisle first. But for the Legos, I pretty much just look at the Star Wars Legos. Sometimes I look at the like the fancier, like the Lego Ideas kind of stuff. Why'd you throw your Apple Watch at the wall, Fitz? You want to see time fly? But yeah, so that's the so that's my story with my toy hunts. And most of the times I don't find stuff, or I might find some kind of cool Lego thing, and then I remind myself that I've got way too many Lego sets that I haven't even opened and built yet, and even more that I've built and I have no space for, or that I've already torn down and put off into a basket somewhere or a bin somewhere. Like I got that Lego Voltron set. It's probably almost 3 years now. Still haven't even opened the box. It's a shame. I have been getting those little Christmas house Lego sets. There was like a gingerbread house a couple years ago, and last year was an elf house. I've got those. I built them last year, and they've been up all year. I just never tore them down. I got the one for this year too. It's just like a person, like just like a family's house, and they've actually got it to where they've got a little Santa Claus minifig. Santa Claus. It's like old Santa Claus. But the chimney, Santa Claus can slide down the chimney through the fireplace. It's really cool. I like it. Yeah. So I also got the Lego Star Wars Advent set last year. I put that together. I started filming it, but didn't do anything more with it. I got the Advent set the year before. I did a video of it. Didn't get many views, and as I was filming the one last year, I realized, like, what am I doing? Nobody's here for Legos. And also, I'm usually busy during that time, so I'm not actually doing it as an Advent calendar where I'm building one a day. Usually, it's a matter of, okay, well, yeah, hi, on the 20th, I'm like, okay, hey, this is the 14th, and we're doing this set, and then as soon as I get done, hit stop, then hit record. Hey, it's the 15th, I'm building this set. Stop, record. Hey, it's the 16th, I'm building this. So I do like six in a row at the same time. So it's not. So if I wanted to upload those every day, I basically would need to do the set in November and then just schedule those videos. So no, I'm gonna do it. But I did get the Advent set again this year because it's got an adorable like Mandalorian and Grogu with like Christmas sweaters on. So yeah, I do like the Legos and the Lego Star Wars especially. I did get like you know like how they do those models, like they've got like the Iron Man mask and they've got like the Venom, Carnage, Batman. I got the Infinity Gauntlet. I haven't built it yet, but I did get the Infinity Gauntlet because that just looked too cool. So at some point, I'm going to get that thing built and just have like an Infinity Gauntlet in Lego sitting on a shelf somewhere. My new Advent, buy a Transformer every day. Man, if I had the time, maybe that would... it won't happen because I don't think I'll be able to put together the time to do it, but that would be a pretty cool idea to maybe like a review every day. But man, I did that. I'd have to plan out like very early It was way earlier than this. Maybe next year. But I mean, like, I did like the Predaking week when the Power of the Prime's Predaking came out, and I did the Devastator week when the Combiner Wars Devastator came out, where I released a video every day, finishing with the combined mode. I did like an unboxing and then one review. That was hard, getting all that done. That was a lot of work, and by the end of it, I was like, man, forget this thing. It's like, okay, yeah, here's this. Oh yeah, Devastator. Oh, I'm tired of you. So if you want to release something every day, don't shoot and edit and release the video each day. You plan ahead and get them. Oh yeah. So and I've already been thinking, it's like, oh, what about like that New Age Devastator that I got, Hephaestus? That's another one that would kind of fit into a review, kind of like another Devastator week, but this one would be a Hephaestus week. Not gonna do that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna go about reviewing those things, but yeah. How hard was it to hear people at TFCon with the massive stuff? It wasn't that bad. I think it muffled the stuff, the microphones, like when you're on the panel. Looks like when I was sitting up there on the panel talking into the microphone, I could barely hear myself. I'm like, is this thing even on? But apparently it was, because when I said something funny, people laughed. Yeah, you know, I got that the 2 Christmas sets. I got that like a month ago, and I immediately put those away. I was like, this is not till it's for me. I don't do Christmas stuff till after Thanksgiving. I'm not Walmart, who brings it out in August. You know, hey, if you like to just start your stuff early, that's great. Me, Thanksgiving's got to hit first, and yeah. I also have the Lego space shuttle. That really cool space shuttle. Is it Atlantis or Columbia? I can't remember which one they named it as. I mean, it's all basically the same thing. But that really detailed space shuttle. I got that because, you know, I love space shuttle stuff. I haven't built it yet. But it's sitting there in the bag. Since it was sitting there in the bag and there was space, that's where the Christmas sets went. So they're sitting there all waiting for me to do it. Yeah, see, the Star Wars, the Lego Star Wars Advent Calendar, or just even the Advent Calendars in general, they get hard to find as you get closer. So I mean, as soon as you see them, you need to get them right away. So yeah. What do you think about the new Laser Optimus? You mean Shoulder Pads Prime? Ah, I think he looks good, man. I'm definitely going to be getting old Shoulder Pads Prime. I called him that in our panel at TFCon too. I don't think many people got it, but yeah, I called him Shoulder Pads Prime on at the panel. Yeah, I had to throw something in there from you know what we talk about. And I have been seeing people on Facebook referring to him as Shoulder Pads Prime. So I don't know if I picked that up from somewhere else or if that's just something that you know that I say that's kind of making its way around there. But I like to think that it was from me. But at TFCon, you're wearing a Star Saber costume. Oh really? I don't remember seeing a Star Saber. I like to. I caught the costume contest at the last one 2 years ago, but somehow I missed it this year. I think I was running a little bit late, and then on my way over there, it was already done. It was over with quick, so it was. I was a little disappointed. I did see some of the people walking around with the different costumes. Like there was a black Arachnia that was really cool. Air Razor was awesome. There was a little person in jazz. It was like all knitted too. It was like a sweater made up, sweater and hat and all this stuff. It was knitted to look like jazz, which was awesome. There was like a, what'd they call him? It was Alpha Magnus. He had a booth there, and they called him like Macho Magnus or something like that, because it was like Ultra Magnus, but kind of like also Macho Man, because he had like the streamers like a wrestler and stuff like that. I gotta tell you, when he didn't have all of his extra Transformer bits on, like the shoulders and the boots and the helmet and all that stuff, he looked weird. I remember when I walked in the dealer room that day, he didn't have all this stuff on, and he just had all the stuff. I was like, what is that guy's getup? And then later on, I saw the stuff sitting by there. I'm like, oh, it's his costume. Okay. And then, yeah, it looked real good in the costume. But yeah, out of the costume, it looked kind of weird. It's just like, what is that guy wearing? So, I didn't hear any beeps. I might have tapped the table a couple times. I do that sometimes. I try not to. Fitz asking, any TFCon toys you refuse to take out of the box? I won't say refuse, but I'm not in a hurry to. It's those alternators that I got. I got the alternators Prowl and the alternator Skids. I'm happy I got them. I wouldn't say I'm refusing to take them out of the box, but I have 3 other alternators that I've had for a while that I haven't taken out of the box yet either. Because I've just been getting other stuff in, and I've just been doing all that stuff, and I'll get to the alternators at some point. So, probably won't be taking those 2 alternators out of the box just because I got other stuff. I mean, you saw all the stuff from TFCon, and I've already got 3 other stuff. 3 more. Actually, another one that I came in. Completely forgot to mention, and I also haven't taken her out of the box yet. I got Road Rage. Road Rage was actually a pre/post TFCon because I saw it was some excuse me. There was a YouTuber Discord. I think Larkin's Lair set it up. Somebody in there said, "Hey, Road Rage is on sale for $17 online right now." I'm like, "Really?" So, but it was like 2 days before TFCon, and so I went on, I ordered it, and I asked my girlfriend, "Hey, can I have this shipped to your place? Because it'll probably come in while I'm away, and I don't want it sitting out in front of my house." And she said, "Yeah, sure, no problem." So I ordered it, and it shipped, and it actually arrived at her house the day before I left TFCon, but I wasn't over there before I left, so it actually would have gotten to my house the day before. But since it went to her house, I didn't get it until after I went to go see her after I got back. So it was kind of pre, kind of post. But clearly you can see she hasn't come out of the box yet. So again, not because I'm refusing to, just haven't got to it yet. I've got plenty of other stuff in boxes that are kind of like duplicate stuff, like that. Again, they're duplicates, and I'll get them out for customs at some point. Like I got a Siege Hound, and I got the paint now. Just a matter of taking the time and figuring out exactly how I want to do it to turn them into detritus, little Junkion. Siege Optimus and Megatron. I had pre-ordered that a while back. Then I found it on the shelf. I was excited to find them on the shelf. I bought them. Totally forgot that I had pre-ordered them, and then they showed up one day, and I was like, "Oh, okay." So now I got an extra Siege, Megatron, and Optimus. They're not only are they not out of the boxes yet, they came in like one of those like shipping boxes. They're not even out of the shipping box that they were packaged together in. I'll think of something to do with them. I was thinking at one point maybe it might be cool to do up a Shattered Glass Optimus, but then they actually did a Shattered Glass Optimus. So I don't know what I'll do. I have some ideas. I don't want to reveal them. That Trax Recolor, yeah, it's a different head at least. I don't know about the rest of it, but the head at least is different. And from what I hear, the legs have the same issues on Road Rage as well as Trax. So if you had issues with your Trax legs, if you didn't have issues with Trax's legs, You're lucky. Most people did. I did. Where they just don't want to tab together very well. But apparently Road Rage has the same problem. Let's see, catch up with you guys. Girlfriend was probably like, really? Okay, fine. No, she knows I'm big into Transformers, and she's okay with it. At least outwardly she is. Nah, she hasn't given me any problems about it. Have a good one, Star Saber. And Alpha Tryon. Thanks for hanging out. The only leg problem for a month was Quantron. Yes, I remember your Quantron issues. Yep. Well, I think that's about all for this evening. Been quite eventful. Appreciate you guys hanging out and waiting for me while I handled the visitor at the door. Now y'all are gonna go, Hoist, did you see Hoist got swatted? No. Oh, Super VH, you're still here. I have been thinking about that. Try not to laugh. I figured out how to do it. I just need to figure out when to do it. So I haven't forgotten about it. You put a lot of work into it. I've just realized how long it's been since you sent me that file, and I'm sorry it took so long. But I'm going to figure out when to do it. We can talk later about when might be good, because I definitely want you to be part of that. So, all right. So that's going to do it. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. We'll see you next time.